we deliberately choose to fire a warning shot at the French Cameroon Camair-co MA-60 passenger plane to send a warning signal to French Cameroon that this time it was only a warning signal, but next time we will bring down any plane, military or civilian aircraft that flies over the airspace of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia. And so, ladies and gentlemen, when that shot was fired on that plane, it was fired as a warning. It was not meant deliberately to bring it down. But do not, it was fired with not with the intention to bring it down, but it was fired for a warning sign. A warning sign for La République du Cameroun to know we have the capability. We have seen military helicopters brought down in other parts of Ambazonia, especially in the BLM. And today, if La République du Cameroun thinks that we mince our words and we are joking with every proclamation that we made regarding this war, they are mistaken. We mean every word of it. And we should remember, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Ambazonians, we should remember this is war. It is war. And in times of war, everybody fights to survive. And so every act that takes place in our territory is an act of survival. Today, at around 11:30 a.m. in Bamenda, precisely at the Bafut airport, our restoration forces witnessed a civilian plane, airline, they call it Camair-co MA-60, about to land in the Bafut airport. And they fired a warning shot. They did not plan to bring down the plane. They had the capability to bring down that plane. But they chose, it was a deliberate decision not to bring down the plane, because they understood that there were civilians in that plane, and they chose to shoot to send a signal to La République du Cameroun to know we have the capability to bring down any military jet and any military plane that they bring into our territory. Military plane or any form of plane that La République du Cameroun flies over our territory, we will not tolerate it. We will bring down any French Cameroon plane that hovers or fly over our military airspace. Now, we have made it, and let me speak to the civilians who may want to fly in Camair-co, anywhere in Ambazonia. If you love your life, you love your family, this was a warning to every passenger who may want to fly with Camair-co to anywhere in Ambazonia. Please save your lives. Do not fly in Camair-co, because Camair-co is in the habit to our territories. If you bought a Camair-co airline to fly to Ambazonia from today, you do it at your own risk. Again, you fly a Camair-co airline into anywhere, be it Bisongaban, be it Manfe, be it Tico, be it Bamenda, Bafut, you do so at your own risk. We are not allowing any French Cameroon military jet or passenger jet to fly over Ambazonia airspace. So what we did today again was a warning. We could have brought down that plane, but we deliberately did not want to because of the passengers, the innocent people in that plane. But next time anyone comes, we will not give that mercies. We will not allow those mercies. So, that is a warning that we intended to pass across to French Cameroon in the act of attack on that airplane today. And of course,
Lesson number one, my country people, Dr. Waiting. Listen, whether or not you accept my country people is a force to reckon with. Me, I agree. This is an enemy that is strong. So, we got to be technical to what they do. We thank my country people for the wonderful job. Now, we'll go ahead.
My country people them. Today, na 20th of May 2025, as una dey celebrate the National Day for Cameroon, una go surely don hear some bad belle failed Anglophone politicians them, where they go dey lie about the historical impact of this particular day, 20th of May 1972. Una go don also hear the so-called Ambazonians them, the separatists, they go do everything for lie about what way it be happened for 1972. What if I tell una say, the referendum where it be happened on the 20th of May 1972, no be ye be changed the form of state, wait till you go talk. Ask yourself this question first of all. How do we write a new constitution in the country? Because changing the form of state requires changing the law of the land, changing the constitution itself. How do we change a constitution? Is it by referendum? The answer is no. Referendum only gives us the information we need. We seek the opinion of the people, but the actual changing of a law means writing another law. Means you go sit down, you write the law, and not only the legislative branch, it go deliberate on that law and then vote for that law. If the law pass, and then now they go pass them on to the president now it go sign them, and then it becomes law. That is the process. So the referendum on the 20th of May 1972 was just the country seeking the permission of the people to change the law. The actual changing of the law was done by the intellectuals, by the legislative branch, by the Federal Assembly. That's where the law was actually written, it was debated, and it was voted into law. Remember the Article 47, where people they talk about say, people don't need lie about. Read Article 47, paragraph 4. It talks for there clearly. Any change for that constitution, it must get a majority vote from the members of the West Cameroon Federated State, where they represent we for the Federal Assembly. At that time for 1972, we will get 20 members of representatives for the West Cameroon House inside the Federal Assembly. The other 80 members, it will come out from East Cameroon, where it will make up 100 member assembly. It means say, in order for the federal constitution to be cancelled, it will require a majority of that 20 members of representatives where we vote them from Southwest and Northwest. We vote them, send them for represent we for Federal Assembly. Now them go for they vote time where they don't write the new unitary constitution, and they be time now for vote for that constitution for become law. The majority of the deputies from West Cameroon, they be vote for accept, say me they cancel the federal structure, the federal form of state. That is exactly how the federation was cancelled. It wasn't cancelled by the 20th of May 1972 referendum. No. The referendum, it only informed the country saying that the wish of the people than this. And then the legislators, the deputies, them, members of parliament for Federal Assembly, where we vote them, send for go represent we. Now, why do they call them, say, members of representatives? They represent our interest in the Federal Assembly. When they go for they shouldn't look at the unitary form of state, the law with the right hand, they deliberate about them, they ask questions, they answer questions, and then they vote. That is how the law was changed. The law was not simply changed because say they vote on 20th of May 1972. Okay, if the majority they vote, and then what? What is the new law that has been made? There is no law. The law will only be made when the law is actually written down on paper. People look at the law and debate it, and then they vote on it. That's how laws are made. Laws are not made by a referendum. A referendum only gives us the wishes of the people. Just like the plebiscite from 1961, 11th of February, the United Nations, it beget the wishes of the people of the British Cameroons. So they ask them, do you wish to get independence by joining Nigeria or joining Cameroon? So the people then for Northern Cameroon, they say, we wish for getting independence by joining Nigeria. And then the ones that for Southern Cameroon, they say, we wish for get independence by joining Cameroon. So after they express their wishes through democratic process, the United Nations now, the legislative branch where they could make law now, in this case for United Nations General Assembly, they call them, say, resolution, they then shit on for April 1961, after listening to the wishes of the people where they vote, they then draft a resolution where now, if you call them, say, law, they draft the resolution saying, with respect to Northern Cameroons, they go gain independence on the 1st of June 1961 by joining Nigeria. And with respect to the Southern Cameroons, they go gain independence by joining Cameroon on the 1st of October 1961. That one resolution 1608, where it means the other member states for United Nations, they don't shut down. They look at the result from the plebiscite, and then they talk among themselves, they argue, they call people then like Endele, they call Foncha, they call Estimuna them, they call other people than President Amadu Ahijo, they talk to them, they call the president for the Federation of Nigeria, they talk to them. After talking to them, getting the discussions and all of those things, then now they shut down, they write the resolution, and then they pass them to a vote for April 1961, and then the General Assembly, they vote for that resolution 1608. Now that resolution, it talk how they go terminate the trusteeship agreement and grant independence to this British Cameroon by joining Nigeria and Cameroon. So the process of terminating the trusteeship agreement is not by the plebiscite on the 11th of February 1961. No, the plebiscite was just to ascertain the wishes of the people. The actual termination of the trusteeship agreement was instructed by the resolution 1608, where the General Assembly, they shut down, they write them, they deliberate on, and they vote on. And the actual document where they produce them at the end of all of that, where it make the marriage legal, the marriage certificate at the end of everything where they don't do them. Now the exchange of notes where the British government as a sovereign country, they shut down the signed paper. President Amadu Ahijo issued down a signed paper with the British, two sovereign nations, international treaty for talk now say the British Southern Cameroon now an integral part of Cameroon, and the same process it happened between the British government and the Federation of Nigeria. When I see how I use the word federation now, the Federation of Nigeria means the nation of Nigeria. So in this case, they use the word federation to refer to a nation, not the form of state. Right? So the Federation of Nigeria and the United Kingdom, they sign exchange of notes for transfer sovereignty for the British Northern Cameroons to Nigeria. Now the actual paper that will come out, the actual marriage certificate, the actual union treaty, the actual document at the end of that long process, So when I understand, like I explained, 11th of February 1961, the plebiscite, now just to ascertain, to get the wishes of the people. That's not what actually made us join. What made us join at the end of the day, now that exchange of notes. The whole process, it ends with that international treaty. 20th of May 1972. Now another referendum way, now just to ascertain or to get the wishes of the people. Once you don't get the wishes of the people, now you take them now to parliament. Now what did that President Amadu Ahijo Biduam? It take the result of the referendum to parliament. A table to parliament say, I have asked the sovereign people of Cameroon what they wish to do as far as the form of state is concerned, and this is what they have decided. Now I have also drafted a new constitution for the country that would turn Cameroon from a federal state to a unitary state. Now, you, as the legislative branch, debate on this and tell me what you think. Now, the assembly, the Federal Assembly, just like how the United Nations General Assembly will do their own, the Federal Assembly for Cameroon, the sovereign nation, is run down. They look at the new constitution where President Amadu Ahijo, don't draft them, he send them for them. They debate them, and then they pass them on to a vote. And for that constitution for pass, for become law, we will need a majority of the members of West Cameroon for vote. When the majority of the members of West Cameroon, they vote for that constitution, and the majority of the members of the East Cameroon, they vote for that constitution, then that became law when President Amadu Ahijo is sign them. The final document we come out for today, now the constitution of the new republic, the unitary state, where they call them now, the United Republic of Cameroon. Now the new constitution, that now the process that will happen. So signing on that document where President Amadu Ahijo signed them, that's what changed the form of state. It's not the referendum. So whoever won for camp for 2025 or 1995 for kind of life, when I talk about say they be print ballot papers, them only we and yes, all of that nonsense, they know the truth. And even that truth said they be print ballot papers, only we and yes. What's that Jongo Foncha be there? They don't be notice am. What's that Endele be there? What's that Estimuna? They don't be notice am. What's that Professor Fondlon? At that time, for 1972, all these people, them, like you see Philemon Yang, former Prime Minister, when a president for General Assembly. It be been a big man where we vote. Nijon Frundi them, they vote. Cardinal Tumi, they be been the adults, they voted. So you think that all of these people, them, all the intelligentsia, all the well-to-do, established, intelligent Anglophone politicians, them, where they've been adults for 1972, they no complain. Now for 1995. For 1995 now, you get the, literally I go call them shit, no white blast, the Eric Tato, the Capo Daniel them, the Ayabacho Lucas them. They go come now for kind of revise the history, come for kind of lie. So they be talk say we and yes. We and yes for 1972, but when I complain for 1995. You too, you believe that one? First of all, that so-called we and yes, the referendum itself, that's not what changed the law. Like I don't explain that for now. Wait the way they changed law, now an assembly. People, they were the legislative branch where they go shut down, they write new law, they debate them, and then they vote on the law. That's how laws are made. No mean like this Amba shit, no white blast kind of nonsense way. Any picking will just come up for take a banger, it will just record audio, say don't declare lockdown, the law of the land. You want, consult nobody. You don't declare, say they go get locked down. And by men that people too, they lock themselves inside house. That's not how laws are made. Laws are made by an assembly. And for change that law, you must also need the same assembly for change the law. Because an individual no they make laws. President they just sign wait the assembly, it don't she don't vote him. Ye the president, no fish done on your own, it changed law for country. That one now what they call him say military dictatorship. Now only military dictatorship if you do that one. Now only for situation where you get a military dictator, if you do that one where you won, he could decide say I don't tear this constitution to for being. Now we go start with new constitution where Namia go write them. Now only when military it do one because at that time na you carry gun no. Like how Amba did do one. Because na you carry gun. he could decide what will happen. You want to talk, pow, it should you to him. Now only military dictator like how Nigeria they run they happen. For Congo now, so they be taken and do for other countries, they want to see they get coup d'etat them. Because the whole idea for coup d'etat and security, you throw away the constitution, you throw away the way the country is supposed to be run by the law, and then you make new law. You want, because now you control now the army. Who want talk? You want go prison or you want die? So until we there for military dictatorship, where we never ever get military dictatorship for Cameroon. So everything will don't ever be done for Cameroon as far as the laws they be written and the laws they be revised and all of those things, it don't be done legally. So whether you be like the fact that they change the federal constitution or not, do not lie about what will happen. The people the way will be vote them, send them for the Federal Assembly. They were supposed to be intelligent people. They were supposed to be people the way they read the constitution and they know their rights for that constitution. You for stand up, say, I vote against this federal constitution. If just 10 out of the 20 members where we will get them for Federal Assembly, they will vote against that constitution, enough for become law. The federal constitution, it will still be law till today. The federal form of state, it will still be till today. If just 10 members of the Federal Assembly from West Cameroon, they be vote against the unitary constitution where President Amadou Ahidjo be table am. If just 10 of them be vote against, there was no way where they forfeit change the federal constitution without those just 10 members or deputies from West Cameroon. Just 10 of them. They for stand up say, no, I don't like this. When I change this, if I not change it, I no go vote for it. That's all. So when I say I'm saying the federation may be abolished by Anglophones, because first of all it be benefit na Anglophones, and the Anglophones they go vote. Remember this vote that they talk now for the Federal Assembly, no be now for the referendum. Regardless whatever it be happen for 20th of May 1972 referendum, regardless who vote waiting, who vote what, the change of the constitution itself it be happen now for the Federal Assembly. It no be happen on the 20th of May 1972. No. That's not when the law was changed. That was just getting the wishes of the people. I hope we now get that point clear.
Lesson number one, my country people talks about it. Listen, whether or not you accept my country people is a force to reckon with. Me, I agree. He's an enemy that is strong. So Ambazonians will thank my country people for the wonderful job. Now, we'll go ahead.
Despite the call for lockdown and threats in some parts of the Northwest region prior to the celebrations of the 53rd edition of the National Unity Day, Nkunda Division has been vibrating towards the celebrations come Tuesday, May 20, 2025. With the senior divisional officer from Nkunda Division overseeing the peace and unity work around Uptown and supervising the rehearsal of the military parade at the Ndop Grandstand since Saturday, May 17.
A journey of 1,000 miles starts and begins with the first step. This is the first step. We call it the good foot. We have started in the right way towards the right direction.
The finals of sporting activities crowned the activities on Monday, May 19, 2025, with positive feedback indicating that May 20, 2025 will be grandiose in Nkunda Division.
cross-section of the technical education. This is Government Technical High School Manfi. You can see them in their loving appearances. That's to tell you that Manfi is alive, Manfi is building strong. This is the backbone of the emerging economy. The backbone, yes, this is the backbone of Cameroon to emerge. We must invest in our technical education. You can see them here, just a cross-section of them, not the whole school, because we wanted the whole school to march, then we'll surely leave here by night. They are there, they are functioning, the teachers are there, all the trades are there. This is Government Technical High School Manfi, and we are moving straight up, and we are happy to have worked so hard to defeat the fear factor from the Amazonian bestiality. Today we can be happy enough that we are having a course of our students to study very well under peaceful conditions. These are them. This is the backbone of Cameroon economy. The technical education is what, if His Excellency President Paul Biya decided that he will invest. For Cameroon to emerge, the technical sector must be strong. And truly it is strong, as you can see here in Government Technical High School Manfi. Beneath Government Technical High School Manfi, now we have Government High School Kajifu, a lone school functioning in Akwaya subdivision in Manu division. These are students who are studying peacefully. The teachers are there with them, studying peacefully, and hopefully by the end of the certification year, we are going to have a wonderful result. This is to tell you about the commitment of the state, the commitment of the party, the commitment of the head of state to restore success in Cameroon. Now we have government, the San Antonio Padua College, or called Sapakol. We can also see them. Just a cross section of the students of Sapakol, telling you that everything is okay. The state, His Excellency President Paul Biya, has done a lot for our students to study in peace. Peace is all what we needed. And we can see our students marching and looking, smiling, and telling you, Happy National Day. Yeah, Happy National Day. Okay. What does that smiling? What can I Tell them. When you get it, I'll put 2 points aside. Then I start giving a signboard and now you can like, see. Lola, carry it up. Let me see her face.
mabobe mama dangbane uwae. Biya mabobe momozi wa malaya. Makomi mabobe mama dangbane uwae. Amuna osinga oyisinga e ponda e matumba kamila miro. Kamila miro. Makomi mabobe mama dangbane uwae. Mabobe momo bodi wambalia. Udamba obobele yeye tose makobiye. Udamba obobele amuna damba suba. Udamba obobele yeye tose makobiye. Udamba obobele umba oboso umba choboso sebanja odigi mawe niye sokele boba ipa wele tande nikande yeno bale monikande ombo awone kwanu bodimba mulema tiana tiae otina mwesete o mangia mamunyenge uketo one denini wenge onili ambae wala bamiye lungene ndetiwo amuna wala bamiye usinga tenebe kewe lumbe usinga temutaka masongo kewe wemune